Welcome to FSW, Fungua Stories by Wambo. The office was silent except for the ticking of the wall clock. Njeri leaned back in her chair, her perfectly manicured nails tapping against the mahogany desk. She had just taken the first sip of her morning coffee when Edward, the Minister of Lands, walked in, holding a thick brown envelope like he had just found the lost city of gold. Morning, Njeri. Leo kuna moto. Edward smirked, dropping the envelope on the desk. You might want to read this before you finish that coffee. It's from the late Mr. Mwangi himself. Njeri barely glanced at the envelope. Didn't he die months ago? Or has he decided to start sending us letters from afterlife? Edward chuckled. Oh, this one. It's from the grave. But trust me, it's very much alive. Njeri signed, set her coffee aside and opened the envelope. She scanned the letter, then scanned it again. Then, a slow, amused chuckle escaped her lips. Well, she mused, shaking her head. This is a plot twist I didn't see coming. Just then, Jonathan banged in, still wearing his wrinkled navy suit and a white shirt that looked like it had lost fight with the rain. He was sweating, his eyes darting between Njeri and Edward like a cornered criminal. Njeri, listen, he stammered, his voice slightly out of breath. Whatever Edward is telling you, don't believe it. Njeri leaned forward, resting her chin on her hand. Jonathan, darling, I'm not believing Edward. She lifted the wheel. I'm believing your dead father. Jonathan blinked. What? Edward cleared his throat dramatically. It appears, Jonathan, that you were never actually the rightful heir to the family's fortune. Jonathan's jaw dropped. What? Edward slid his wheel across the table. Everything your father owned was meant for a missing child, a child none of us knew existed. Jonathan's knees almost buckled. Njeri, enjoying this moment, sat back and sipped her coffee. Oh, the irony, she murmured. So you're telling me the billions you flaunted kwa hizi streets, the properties, the businesses, zilikuwa zako illegally? Jonathan swallowed hard. He looked like a man whose Wi-Fi had just disconnected right before an important Zoom meeting. This has to be a mistake, he whispered. Njeri smirked. Tell that to your father, Jonathan. Oh, wait. Oh, you can't? Jonathan paced the room, rubbing his temples like he was trying to massage a better reality into existence. This makes no sense, he muttered. I'm an only child. My father never mentioned another child. This is insane. Njeri raised an eyebrow. Oh, is it? Aki nimeanza kuunganisha dots. Jonathan stopped pacing. Every December you used to disappear, Njeri said, tilting her head. Where did you go, Jonathan? Jonathan suddenly found the flow very interesting. Business trips. Njeri scoffed. Oh, really? Where? To some underground billionaire club in Limuru? Njeri swallowed hard. Edward, enjoying the show, leaned in. Just say it, Jonathan. He grinned. This missing child could be yours. Jonathan froze. Njeri's eyes widened. You have a child, she asked, almost laughing in disbelief. Na hujawahi niambia. Jonathan ran a shaky hand through his hair. I didn't know. Who's the mother? Jonathan hesitated. Then barely above a whisper, he said, Mwende. Njeri gasped. The housekeeper's daughter? Jonathan nodded, looking like a kid caught stealing cookies. Edward whistled. Damn. The drama keeps unfolding. Njeri busted into laughter. Jonathan, the man who used to act like a billionaire king, had a secret love child with Mwende, the housekeeper's daughter. This universe has jokes. Jonathan buried his face in his hands. I swear I didn't know. Edward leaned back, smirking. Well, you know now, and so does your bank account. Njeri was a woman of action. She had her assistant dig up information on Mwende within an hour. The news came back fast. Madam, her assistant reported. Madam Mwende alienda Mombasa years ago. Actually anaishi huko na mtoto wake. Jonathan sat up. My son. Njeri signed. Oh, now you're interested. Jonathan ignored her. We have to find her. Njeri stretched. We? Oh no, sweetheart. I have to find her. You're just here for entertainment. Jonathan shot her a glare, but Njeri was already making travel arrangements. They arrived in Mombasa within hours. After some digging, they found Mwende's house, a modest but well-maintained home near the coast. As they knocked on the door, a woman in her 30s stepped out, wiping her hands on a kitchen towel. Behind her stood a teenage boy. Jonathan's breath hitched. The boy was the spitting image of him at that age. Njeri whistled. Well, I guess we won't be needing the DNA test after all. Jonathan's knees felt weak. He looked at the boy, his son, for the first time. What's your name? Jonathan asked, his voice barely above a whisper. The boy straightened. Njeri Mwangi. Jonathan's chest tightened. His world, his entire identity was shifting before his eyes. Njeri smirked, arms crossed. So Jonathan, what now? Jonathan inhaled sharply, looking at his son. I want to be in his life, Njeri chuckled. Jonathan, fix your life before you go fixing his. Easy Hollywood movie in real life. Across the street, a black SUV was parked. Inside, a man in a dark suit watched them through tinted windows. He picked up his phone and dialed a number. They found the boy, he murmured. It's time to clean up the mess. So, unknowingly, Jonathan had a son, who is now the rightful heir. But someone is watching. Someone dangerous. Is Junior safe? Or is this just the beginning of a bigger storm? Hey there, my viewers. Enjoying the content? Yeah, smash that like button. It's like giving me a virtual high five. Got thoughts, ideas, or just want to say hi? Drop a comment below. I love hearing from you. And hey, if you haven't already yet hit that subscribe button, please do so and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on my latest updates.